This young lady, shout out to Chloe Bailey, her explanation about the movie Sinners. I don't know if any of you guys seen the movie Sinners. I think it's a phenomenal film. I watched it in theaters. Me and my lady plan on watching it again since it's now on Max, HBO Max, since they changed the name back to HBO Max. I don't know what that's about. But there is a lot of parallels to music and just industries in this show in this film. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. So let's go ahead and just see what Chloe had to say about it. And this caption on this tweet, I'm not gonna read it because it's not accurate. This is just somebody that obviously has like their own opinion. So we're gonna skip that, even though y'all just seen it clearly. But let's see what she had to say as somebody that's in the industry, speaking to how things are.
What else? What else do you want to know? Did you see Sinners? Yes, I saw Sinners. It was phenomenal. I absolutely freaking loved it. Can I be honest? After Sinners, I cried. Do you want to know why I cried? Yes or no? Or you're just like, Chloe, you cried because you're a crybaby. Just tell me.
That's fucked up. Cause I understand people that get emotional, but it's fucked up when women say they automatically get accused of being a crybaby, which can be true sometimes. But maybe I just liked the movie and it touched me.
Okay, so I think anyone who it just reminds you so much of the industry, right? And it's like you could have a gift like he did with his guitar. And like they said, when he's singing, he's honoring his ancestors and uplifting and all of that, but then it also attracts the not good. So it's like, in order for him to be successful, the vampires were telling him he has to sell out so that he could be, so he could live forever and his music could live forever.
Sell out, sell your soul. That's another, way that specifically in entertainment, not even just the music industry, but entertainment itself, we often hear that, oh, he sold his soul. In this instance, in the movie, selling out was becoming a vampire, which allowed you to live forever, literally, because vampires don't die unless they get the wooden stake through the heart. Vampire lore. But it was such a great parallel to music and musicians because their music does live forever. Michael Jackson is long gone. Whitney Houston is long gone. RIP to both of those legends. Their music is never going to go away. That shit is going to live forever. Can you say they sold their soul? That's not what I'm saying, but that is the sentiment behind that.
And it's exactly like things that I see and go through every day. And that's why I just like broke down crying, because it was showing like the people who decided not to go to the other side. They were in there fighting for their lives. They were in there going through it. While the ones who did give in, they were outside celebrating and having a good time and got things quicker and things like that. So,
oh, and got things quicker. She's saying a lot without saying a lot. She's speaking in code, but she's saying a lot here. She's saying, hey, yo, once the people indoors, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, it's set inside of like this juke joint, a barn situation where there's some vampires that show up. If you know vampire lore, they are not allowed to come into your place without being invited. So they're outside looking like they're having a great time. They got banjos and shit. They're having a great time out there. But they're trying to get inside to the party. And then the people that quote unquote sold their soul or got bitten, they went outside and the vampire bit them and now they became one of them being the industry. Now they're out there having a great time. They're living off of, you know what I mean, just being a part of the team, being a part of the machine, which is the industry, or a vampire. You know what I mean? They out there holding hands, singing, but it's not the right side of history. This is, and these are still vampires. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are still the bad guys.
Lives, they were in there going through it, while the ones who did give in, they were outside celebrating and having a good time and got things quicker and things like that. So the reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day, and no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be.
She's spitting. Gotta drop a bomb for that, because Chloe's spitting, man.
And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it. And it also showed that what you have to give negativity permission to be inside. And as long
I ain't gonna lie, she talking a lot. You have to give negativity permission to be inside. That's such a powerful statement because it's so true. Let me go back one more time. Let her say it again.
you have to give negativity permission to be inside.
Such a powerful and beautiful way to say that based off of the movie, because that is the parallel with vampire lore. They can't enter your place of living or inside your home, whatever it is, if you don't give them permission and say, hey, come in here. You can come in. They physically cannot get in there. It's the same thing with negativity, man. Hey, if there's some negative shit going on online, somebody said something negative about you in the comment, some bitch hating on you, some nigga hating on you, if you don't give it the time of day, it doesn't really exist. Yeah, it'll exist to the people that are entertaining it, but within you, your fucking world, your life, it means nothing. So it won't affect you. We are so easily manipulated by the news, the things we see on the internet, because depending on how good they are, the people can present it in a way that is just going to automatically just gain your attention because they're so good at manipulating your goddamn perspective. But if you don't allow that, if you stand firm on, you know what, they just bullshitting, like, I'm not going to allow them to make me have a bad day. I had to learn that on my own with like YouTube comments and just making content and streaming and shit. You're not going to have people like everything you do. Gotta just move the fuck on and keep going. But it is also very easy to give in to the negativity because it's like, it's louder than anything that's positive. The positive stuff is there and you'd enjoy it, but you will harp on that negative shit for double time as opposed to how much you harp on somebody giving you a praise or a positive comment. She's spitting.
And as long as you don't invite it in, you'll be okay and safe. So that's why I really resonated with Sinners, and I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was done so beautifully, and I'm just really proud of everyone who was a part of it. And I even cried when he was singing in the bar, and you see all the different, the history, all of the ancestors that came before us, that he wouldn't have been there to make music and play his guitar without the ones that came before him. So I feel like anyone who has a gift and has something that they truly, truly love, but feels like it's not coming to them in the time that they want it because they're moving in the right ways where they don't like give in, it's harder. And then you have like so many things tempting around you, like the vampire. So it was so deep. It was so deep. That's the reason I cried for like a whole hour after. And then the one thing, tell me what you thought. The one thing that I couldn't figure out.
She's spitting. Damn, I wish they wouldn't have cut it off right there. She said that shit phenomenally, man. She broke it down. Very clear minded. She explained basically the movie in a nutshell, but exactly how it relates to the music industry or any industry for that matter. So clap it up for Chloe, man.